as Ronnie Hillman scored the game-winning touchdown for the Denver Broncos, not only launched them farther into the playoffs, but it also launched other Americans who had just gambled a large sum of money in that game, in a way that now they were able to fill their pockets up with not only a large sum of money, but they were also able to allocate their money towards our falling and poor American economy. Now, Representatives Bill 304 today wishes to put a fine on all sports gamblers, fining them 2 times the amount of money that they put into the game of sports gambling, and is wishing to not only end the practice of sports gambling, is wishing also to allocate this money towards early youth developmental programs. Now, representatives, in my speech today, I want to tell you how this is simply the wrong procedure and how this bill simply should not be passed for the following two reasons: that sports gambling is highly profitable and necessary for the economy, and also how inner city youth developmental programs don't need the large sum of money that we're offering them. Now, I would first like to get to my notion of how sports gambling is highly profitable. According to a Forbes.com article on September 11th of 2012, fantasy sports are thought to have an annual economic impact in the neighborhood of $4 billion. Now, representatives, what does this mean? This means that fantasy sports have a high positive effect on the economy. $4 billion going into the economy on an annual basis is extremely essential for a booming American economy. And a booming American economy only means good to the thousands of Americans out there who are going jobless and homeless due to our already economy. And by not passing this bill, or bypassing this bill today, will not only be doing a disservice to the people who have put in large sums of money for this high game of chance and high game of skill of sports gambling, will also be negatively harming our economy. Now, representatives, I would also get into my second point of how these inner city youth developmental programs that this bill is targeting do not necessarily need the money that we're allocating to them. Now, according to the ncbi.nlm.gov on May 1st of 2000, the Boys and Girls Club of America operates in over 2,000 neighborhoods, serving over 2.8 million children, 71% of which serve in urban areas. Now, representatives, this shows how these inner city youth developmental programs already having success. This study was already conducted in 2000, and the Boys and Girls Clubs has already pointed their attention to over 2.8 million children in these poor and underfunded areas. Therefore, representatives, if we wait as time progresses, these Boys and Girls Clubs and other foundations as well for inner city youth developmental programs are only going to expand. And thus, by passing this bill today, we're certainly giving more money to these nonprofit organizations that can hire already the volunteers that they need to do the service that they're looking for, not the money. Therefore, representatives, for the following two contentions I provided, I urge you to stand with me in a firm negation of this bill. Thank you.